I was with the party for 1 year. The party was founded October '66, and I was incarcerated October '67. During that time, that there's been a transformation in the party as far as the psychology of the party. A new reality has been created, and created through struggle, and that's what we called revolutionary culture. That a new culture is created through the struggle against oppression, and this culture is a process of change at any given moment. And this is the only culture we say is worth holding on to, because it exemplifies life. It's dynamic. Most people mistake culture for custom, a thing that's more stagnant, a thing that's less involved with life. It's more like a fad or habit or lengthy fashion or fashion or fad that's hung around for some time, and then we call it culture. But when the revolutionary speaks of culture, we speak of a process of change where we adapt our behavior to the necessary situation in which to survive, and not only survive, but to survive with freedom. And this is taking place in the party. I see the new man is being created, and the Vanguard Party is creating this man. We hope to transform the whole world, and we're sure that we'll be successful, because our fight is not just a national struggle. This must be pointed out, that our fight is not a national struggle because we're not nationalists. And many people misunderstand why we would take up arms and call for solidarity with the people of the world, such as the North Korean people, the Vietnamese people, the National Liberation Front, and the North Vietnamese in China. Why would we ask for solidarity? Simply because American capital is now American imperialism, where this country not only controls us here at home, or its people here at home, controls the world, literally controls the world. And as each country becomes decolonized, shakes off the chains of colonialism, they rise and they seem to be adapting or embracing socialism. Because of technology, the world's a very small place now. And we notice the example in Cuba seems to be somewhat of a classical example now. The same thing happened in China, where the countryside was taken first by the people, Sierra Maestro, and it's choked the city. Havana was the last territory to be conquered with the massive strikes. But first, the city was choked by cutting off the resources. We know that capitalism relies upon the resources of the developing country of the world. As each one becomes free, it puts a chokehold upon capitalism, and this is why capitalism, U.S. imperialism, is making a last-ditch effort to break the people, but they won't be successful. So our fight is internal, but we realize world revolution is necessary for our freedom, because as each country becomes free, it's like the Sierra Maestro becoming free, and then Havana becoming free. As the people of the world become free and put a chokehold upon America, which is the urban area of the world. The developing country are the rural areas of the world, and America is the urban area. And it will be the last marched on, even though we will harass and make it impossible for America to have business as usual and have immunity in their oppression of the people of the world. And we'll attempt to divert their troops here at home so that because we're for sure that they can't not fight every developing country in the world and also fight a revolutionary war here at home, because their resources are not that great, even though they're very, very wealthy and very strong. So ours is a world revolution, and we talk in international terms. And we realize that solidarity is so important, and that we will not become free until the people of the world are free. And that's why we call ourselves revolutionary socialists and internationalists instead of nationalists. That doesn't mean that we want to have a Chinese type of socialism or a Russian type of socialism, but we want to live with the people of the world and share with the people of the world. But we realize that we have to adapt Marx Leninism to our particular situation here in America. I think that Kim Il-sung of North Korea expresses this philosophy probably better than anyone else, and that is freedom for each nation to interpret Marx-Leninism according to its own needs. And as he puts it, the chief thing is to fight against U.S. imperialism, world enemy number one. And later on, after we win, we could argue the academic things about who is interpreting Marx-Leninism in the truest form. We think that's rather an academic conversation. Later on, it will be relevant, but first we have to get the boot off our neck, and we can only do that through solidarity with all of the various interpretations. That's a Russian interpretation, Chinese interpretation, the Korean interpretation, and the Cuban interpretation. We struggle and support all of those countries, and we want solidarity with them.